Have you wondered if the fishing is any good at these 55 and over communities that you see online? Well, stick around because I'm going to show you what I got into here in beautiful Murfreesboro, Tennessee at Webb's Southern Harmony neighborhood. You've seen me talking about this neighborhood for the past 2 years. I hinted at what we're about to get into in this video right here. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and take a look. But let me show you a little bit of what you could get into as a resident of this great neighborhood in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The grand opening of their fishing pond and this beautiful fishing pier was kind of rained out. So, in the next coming days, as I make this video for you, they've rescheduled that grand opening. It's going to be a big to-do. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town for that. There was a valiant attempt made to try to move forward with this great event. There were food trucks on hand, a live band. It's just that the weather didn't cooperate. Unfortunately, not many residents were willing to come out in the rain, but there were a few of the builders and staff members that tried their hand at catching a few largemouth bass before they had to get back to work. So then it was my turn to give it a try. The Jones Lake Management Company was also on hand to answer any questions about the lake. Jones Lake Management also manages bodies of water that you may have seen in some of my videos, including Lake Providence, Del Webb Lake Providence in Mount Juliet. It's the same company that manages these bodies of water, maintains the fish population, stocks them with not only the game fish but also bait fish, takes care of the fountains, algae control, fish counts, and the overall health of the lake. So it was nice to have the Jones Lake Management Company on hand to answer any questions. As you can see, this did not take long for me to hook into my first fish. I had started with fishing with a soft plastic bait. For those of you that care, it was a 4 1/4 inch Berkley power bait flatworm, and yeah, it didn't take long for this one to go right for it. I decided to move around the lake a little bit further, and I also switched up my lure to a jerk bait. To be specific, it was a Berkley Stunna 100, about 4 inches long, and in this rainy weather, the fish certainly seemed active. Reach out to me and I can share with you the exact rules and regulations of the fishing pond here, but if I were going to go back and do this again, I would definitely bring a small net with me, and they do recommend using barbless hooks. It just helps with the success rate of the catch and release of these fish. The entire fishing pond is a catch and release pond. And I will say, on this rainy day, it was a little bit slippery around the perimeter of the lake, but up there on the fishing pier, it's a great vantage point and a great place for you to fish in comfort. As I mentioned earlier, they are going to redo this grand opening, and it's going to be quite the event with a first cast ceremony, live music again, the food trucks are going to be back. Since we're into October now, they're going to do a pumpkin giveaway and a fishing contest. They're going to do a prize for the first catch. They're going to have some mini boat races and fall beer tasting. So it's going to be quite the event. I hope they have good weather with it, and I hate that I'm missing it. I'm really grateful that the folks at Southern Harmony were kind enough to let me do this day. At this point, I was the only one at the fishing pond other than this green heron that joined me. So I don't think we were competing for the same size fish. Now that fish startled me. I was actually just about to bring that bait out of the water to make another cast, and he hit right at the shoreline pretty aggressively, so that was a fun catch. It definitely seems that Jones Lake Management has done a good job with this fishing pond so far. With this catch and release program, these fish are only going to get bigger. It was a lot of fun. This is a great opportunity for the folks in this neighborhood to come and enjoy themselves, or have guests that come to visit them, grandkids to come down to this fishing pier and this fishing pond to learn how to fish with grandparents. Great pastime. I'm a big fan of it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope some of this information was helpful for you. If you have any questions about Webb Southern Harmony here in Murfreesboro, feel free to shoot me an email, or you can text me at the number below. I look forward to talking to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.